Thank you, Jez, for that great introduction. My name's Claire Lewis. I am the project manager for the North Warango Conservation Programme based here in Zambia. And I'm going to introduce you to how we use Earth Ranger and SMART to support our integrated management of this vast ecosystem. So the North Warango Conservation Programme is I've got an elephant outside the door. is a partnership between the North Warango between Frankfurt Zoological Society and the Zambian Department of National Parks and Wildlife. We've been in partnership for the last 35 years. Our current budget is about $4.5 million a year, which has increased tenfold in the 15 years I've been here. We cover an area of about 22,000 square kilometres, which is the National Park at the core and 4 surrounding game management areas in the upper Luangwa River Valley. The whole area is huge, it's vast, it's quite disconnected, not very many roads, zero network in terms of phones, although a bit more of that's coming these days. So the area, is a very remote, unconnected part of the continent, similar in size to Wales, the state of New Jersey in the US, Israel, Belize. It's quite a big area to look after. Our mission at North Warango Conservation Programme is fourfold, really. It's one is linking livelihoods and landscapes, but it's based on 4 strategies or 4 pillars. The first, at the bottom, if you think of it as a triangle, at the bottom is our system supports and structures, which is trying to build a robust organisation with a mentally and physically healthy team. On top of that, we have our communicate, connect and change strategy, which is focusing on messaging to communities and external stakeholders to connect with partners so that we can create positive change, be that through policy or dialogue, and so that we can have a positive impact on the way we engage with our stakeholders. Educate, empower and enterprise is the next one. So we're trying to create beneficial initiatives to empower and provide sensitisation and awareness to deliver enterprise opportunities for the neighbouring communities to the North Warango ecosystem, and support them in their lives alongside the wildlife in this landscape. At the top of the triangle we have secure, safeguard and sustain, which is our main law enforcement strategy in trying to secure the area, safeguard it against threat and sustain the wildlife habitats and ecological services for years to come and generations. As reflecting back to Jez's presentation, we are using a variety of tracking devices to support our asset management and our law enforcement efforts. This includes vehicle and personal trackers as well as animal trackers, including elephants, rhinos, wild dogs. We have our remote sensing data coming in from firmware, and relevant to this presentation, we're using SMART to record our patrol reports and our incident tracking in terms of illegal incidents and patrol efforts. Again, reflecting to Jez's presentation, we have a variety of assets that can provide us with live information. We have a hide and seek on our vehicles, we have a digital radio network and inReaches. We have 2 aircraft, so we use spider tracks, we have our firmware, we have elephant collars coming in. But as I said, we are quite disconnected, so we do have some of our patrols are unable to connect more than once a day. They radio their information in and they give it to us as voice data that's recorded into SMART, and from there we're able to use that information to track patrols and the incidents that they encounter. Everything comes into a central radio control room represented by the circle graphic up in the top left, where we're using SMART and Earth Ranger to support strategic management across the ecosystem. So that radio control room is desperately trying to pull it all together on a good day, and we have started in the past with literally just a map on the wall and pen and paper. As I said, we've been here 35 years, we're doing it a long time. We've had databases over the years, but SMART was introduced in 2014, and during that time we began to, as you can see from the diagram on the right hand side of this slide, as patrol is started, if the patrol proceeds as normal, they're just recording their daily movements, and the patrol ends and all of that information goes into SMART. If an incident is reported, poaching incident or illegal activity is noticed, then that information will be called into the control room, and that information will be entered into SMART. If it's a high urgency type of incident, then that will be synced immediately through to Earth Ranger, and the patrol commanders can make some strategic decisions immediately. If it's not, we can do it at our normal load up times. So we can see immediately everything coming into Earth Ranger. We've got the historical data within SMART, we've got the current data within Earth Ranger. So we can see our historical and current information in SMART. We can see exactly where our patrols have been and where they currently are, and Earth Ranger is providing the information for all those other assets as well. At the top of this, it then comes down to our reporting and our analysis. Currently we're using Tableau for our reporting and analysis tool, which has really given us the opportunity to put that power back into the hands of the managers, that they can pull those reports together in a very simple and robust way. So using Smart Desktop and Smart Connect, we're able to pull this information through to Earth Ranger and to Tableau for really effective management over this vast ecosystem. It's providing us with huge amounts of data on a very regular basis, and I'm not quite sure where we'd be without either of them and supporting this. And now the lions are calling in the background. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation and the rest of the conference.